Come on in. Let's see. Follow me.
Wow, this is a great space. Thanks for having me. Mind if we take a look around?
Absolutely. Happy to show you all around.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a series of 50 questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
When did you move to this location?
We started in this location in year 2000, and it's easy to remember because that's when my daughter was born.
Wow.
My daughter was born 2 weeks after we opened, and we were broken into within the first week of opening the office.
Wow, it's a great space. What's this award over here?
This is the Young Woman of Distinction Award, so I won it for YMCA and then won the Distinction Award with the U of T Scarborough campus as well.
That's amazing. Sounds like you've done a lot. What's the most memorable moment in your career?
The most memorable moment? Well, I will always remember my very first patient ever. It was my colleague from the bar, because I used to bartend, her dad. And when I first walked in, he had a groin pull, and I told him to put the gown on. But when I opened the door, he was stark naked. And I opened the door, and I still had to show him how to lay down and cover himself and work on my very first patient, who was my friend's dad, completely nude.
That's amazing. Let's take a walk in. So what made you want to be a chiropractor?
I wanted to be a chiropractor because I wanted to help people, and I wanted to be able to help people learn about being healthy naturally. I had spent time in the hospital myself with severe migraines, and I was getting Demerol shots week after week after week, and I wanted to find a way to do it drug-free. I spent several times in the hospital, and then I got addicted to different drugs, and it took me a year to get off of the addiction and to deal with the withdrawal effects. In fact, I wrote my exams in the toilet with a proctor right outside. That's how severe the withdrawal effects were, and I was like, I have to deal with drug-free care in a way to help people live healthier.
That's amazing. So what school did you go to, Justine?
I went to first U of T Scarborough campus. I had an amazing scholarship there, which was huge help, and I played hockey for downtown campus U of T for the varsity team. At that time, I was still trying out for the Olympics. So what happened is from there, after I had done all my pre-med sciences, because my original goal had been to become a medical doctor and then a psychiatrist. That had been my original plan, with having had parents that were divorced and always been that person to talk to people when they were hurting and sad. But then I spent all that time in the hospital, so I changed careers and ended up going to CMCC, Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College, for another 4.5 years after that.
And how long have you been practicing?
I've been in practice since 1999, so it's been 18 years in practice, and now involved in chiropractic for almost 25 years.
Okay, Justine, in 7 words, can you describe what a chiropractor does?
Chiropractors release the innate intelligence to help you be the best.
Wow. How does a chiropractor differ from an MD?
Well, we are completely different. We both want to help people, but we want to help people in a natural way, help them prevent problems versus reacting to the problem they already have.
Sounds pretty cool. What was your first ever job?
My first ever job was newspaper route with my brother, of course, in the beaches.
What would you be doing if you weren't a chiropractor?
I can't even imagine not being a chiropractor, but if I wasn't a chiropractor, I could see myself being some form of teacher and really trying to help others better their lives.
I can imagine you being a good teacher. What do you do every morning when you wake up?
Every single morning. I'm actually a morning person. I love to get up. So I actually wake up before the alarm, jump up. I usually will do some paperwork. I jump up with the glasses on, paperwork, then do some meditation, some exercise, and then get my protein shake, and then shower and get ready for the day.
So what are all these rooms now?
So as you come through this is our education room. You will see that we have lots and lots of information on our big TVs to help our patients get the best results. And we have a team of 5 chiropractors working together. So some of the chiropractors work on this side. I happen to work on this side with Dr. Bucky and Dr. Amrit on this side. And we have our computerized nerve scan room. This is where we do thermography, computerized spinal scans, and SEMGs. And then I adjust patients out of rooms 1, 3, and 5 to help them get the best results.
Can you take me in one of the rooms?
Absolutely, come on in. This is room 1. And if you come on in, you'll see a chiropractic table, which is highly specialized, so it's electronic, and so it can do drops up and down. We have different instruments to help patients. This is one of them. It's called an activator. It's really, really gentle. It makes a little click sound to help seniors and children or people who are nervous. Sometimes people are nervous of the cracking sound. You never have to have that. You can also have adjustments where the table makes a noise like this and the table drops. And we also have instruments like this, which is called an arthrostim, and it makes a noise like that in order to help the spine function as well as possible.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here. How does an adjustment feel?
I think it feels awesome, but there are times when if you're really sore coming in, it does take a little longer to get those changes and get that muscle memory. So once you're under wellness care, adjustments increase your energy, help you sleep better, and you just feel more awake, and sometimes you can feel like you can see better, you just feel more alert. But at the very beginning, if there's an acute condition, it takes a while to get to that stage. So that's our goal, is to help people get through that acute care and graduate to the wellness care so they can really be able to get that energy change and maintain it.
Now, I'm coming to see you next week for an adjustment. How can I prepare for it?
Really good question. Download our paperwork on the internet. Check out our website so you can get an idea of what to expect when you come on in. That'll make it a lot easier. And then just wear comfortable clothes. And that way we'll be able to help you best, because we will be looking at how you stand and asking you to do certain ranges of motion. So the more comfortable you are, the easier it will be for you.
I'm excited for that. What are the 3 most common reasons people come to see you?
3 most common reasons people come most of the time because they're stressed. So do you want to try the next room?
Sure.
All right. So most of the time people do come because they're stressed. This is our room 3. Next one is often to deal with some kind of muscular skeletal concern, whether it's in their neck or their back. Often related to headaches or migraines. And then one of the things that we see quite a bit of change when people are here is that they often find when they're getting adjusted, they have better digestion, they sleep better, and they're able to focus better.
So it sounds like you should go to see a chiropractor for a bunch of different reasons, but when should people come see a chiropractor?
Well, you will see that we have the children's table, so when someone should come to a chiropractor is before they're even born. So we have different types of things like pregnancy baby pillows that go here, and then even when the mom's pregnant, that goes here to help if the chest is sore. So we help adjust moms to help the fetus. And research shows that if you're getting adjusted, it actually increases the interleukin 2 to the baby. So the baby's immune system's improved, and their life expectancy, their energy, the baby actually does better, and the mom does better. They have a better delivery and less delivery time. So that's pretty huge. And then we have children's tables. So we work with infants. The smallest patients I've ever worked with were Matthew and Aiden. They were just 4 pounds right from the hospital.
Wow.
And then the oldest patient I ever worked with was 98.
Wow, I'm learning so much today. What should people do after an adjustment?
Great question. So top level athletes, they're going to want to get adjusted right before they perform. They want to be able to perform at the highest level, just like Usain Bolt wants to get that adjustment right before he runs and becomes the fastest man in the world, right? So athletes are going to get adjusted right before they perform. Many of us, we got to get up and we got to go to work. So you're going to get adjusted and you're on your way. We should be able to make it very convenient. Our goal is to make sure that it's easier for you to be healthy. So our goal is you should be in and out of the office in 10 or 15 minutes unless you have designed longer appointment for your exercises or a progress exam.
Like I have my first exam on Monday, it should take a little bit longer, right?
A new patient exam should take about 45 minutes. And then if x-rays are required, it might take a little bit longer. And then on what we call your report of findings, that's when we explain everything in detail. That visit will be your longest and your most important appointment. That's when we'll go over all of your results and explain what's normal, what's education research around what's normal, and then explain what's specifically happening to you. And you will get a written report. We'll tell you exactly what kind of exercise you need, your schedule care, any financial questions, answer any insurance questions to make sure you're truly comfortable to get on the road to health.
I can't wait. So Justine, what's your favorite thing in this room?
My favorite thing in this room has to be the nerve chart, because I use this all the time. It is, to me, so cool that our nerves control every single thing in your body. So, for example, a lot of times people don't know about the adrenal glands. And you'll see on the internet a lot about adrenal fatigue, people who are tired all the time. They wake up and I want my Tims, you know. They're constantly exhausted and they're fighting a hormonal imbalance. When we can show, when we're adjusting that mid-back, it affects those adrenals, increasing the energy, increasing the immune system. But this area also is so important because it affects acid reflux. So a lot of times people who have heartburn, they don't realize that they can get adjusted in that mid-back area to help their digestion function better. So I use this chart to help explain the normal curves in the spine every single day.
I didn't even know any of that. So Justine, it's 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. What are you doing?
10 a.m. on Saturday mornings, I'm with my daughter watching her skate at Cassie Campbell. That's where I was today.
Wow. So she skates?
My daughter's skating at the national level as a figure skater. She does dance figure skating.
That's amazing.
And my son, there's pictures of my kids there. My son, she's 16 and my son's 14, and he's into hockey and baseball.
They look like lovely kids. Now, if you could go anywhere in this world, where would you go?
Where would I go? Well, one of my big dreams is to go to New Zealand. I'd love to see the chiropractic college there and what they do. And if my friend Derek is still there, I'm going to visit him. And on my, sort of goal list or your bucket list, my goal is to hit Spain and Portugal and learn a little bit more because they have a chiropractic college there. And I'd love to speak at those colleges and be able to give back to some of the students there.
So a little bit of a work and fun trip.
I don't consider it work. It'll be just all fun.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower. Wow. My superpower that I would want is be able to read other people's minds. If I could know what they were saying or thinking, that would make it a lot easier. Come on down with me. I want to show you the Hall of Fame because this part's really cool. I saw this in my first chiropractic experience office. Dr. Tom Sala had a chiropractic Hall of Fame, and he asked my brother and I to be on it. And it's ever since then, that's been an emotional, I felt special because he did that for us when we were his patients as hockey players. So now we have the Hall of Fame, and we get to recognize Olympic athletes and provincial, national athletes that we work with, but also our athletes that are just at the high school level and doing their best. So this is one way to recognize some of our patients, something that we're really proud of.
That's such a cool wall. What's the coolest picture on the wall?
Wow. Well, I think the most memorable picture on the wall is when I won my court case to play hockey with a boy. So there is a picture of me with the EastEnders, and that's a picture that's in a lot of newspaper clippings. I do have the 1980s hair here, but that's probably the most memorable. But to me, one of the coolest pictures is the picture here of my friend Mia, just in the old days, wearing literally newspapers on her shins, and a cardboard mask as a goalie. It is something that I'm really happy. I'm still great friends with Mia, and it's a picture that I think is very, very cool.
Hi. Hey, Justine.
Hi.
Hey, what should I cook for dinner tonight?
You know I don't cook,
Yeah, but I need some ideas.
Okay, for your family or mine?
Oh, just for my family then, yes.
Okay, for your family, I know for me, on weekends, we would want roast beef, Yorkshire pudding, green beans.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes. That would be the big thing when I was younger.
Yeah.
We love. Yeah. But you know that I'm a vegetarian, so maybe a portobello mushroom for me.
Perfect. I can do that.
You can do that. You're a good cook. I'm not.
One more question. If you could date an NHL player, who would it be?
That's a tough one because the hockey player that I want to date is my husband, Blake. But
no, he's not an NHL.
But he's not an NHL player. So if I had to choose, I would choose Marcel Dion. As a child, I had a chance. He supported me in my court case. and this was a really tough time for me, and he took me and he put me on his shoulders. His legs were like tree trunks, and I was too young to be able to ask him any questions, and too wowed and too shy. But if I had an opportunity to go back and be able to ask him all sorts of questions about his life and his challenges, I think that would be really special.
That's cool, because I remember him playing as well.
Yeah.
So if we walk past the Hall of Fame, where are we now?
So if you follow me down the hall, we have our naturopathic rooms, our acupuncture rooms, our new patient chiropractic rooms, and our massage therapists. On our team, we have 5 amazing massage therapists, 2 naturopaths, an acupuncturist, and 2 kinesiologists to complete our team to make sure we can help people in a variety of different ways. So come on with me, and I'll show you our naturopathic room. This is also the room where our acupuncturist Dave Chung works. So we have Dr. Linda Brown and Dr. Linda Finn, as well as Dave Chung, who work in this room.
So you sort of answered my next question, but how many people work here?
So in this office, we've got over 20 people. We have 5 chiropractors, 5 massage therapists, 2 kinesiologists, 2 naturopaths, acupuncturists, and over 8 support staff working together to provide the best care for everybody here.
Sounds like an amazing family.
It is like a family because my brother and my sister-in-law run the office. My husband and I are chiropractors within the office. And we actually have my children who work here who do the computerized scanning. And I forgot that we had 5 scanners that help with the office. My dad helps with the accounting, and my mother helps with the bookkeeping and with the sort of office management and taking care of the landlord type aspects.
Sounds like a good family business you got going on. What's your favorite part of your job?
My favorite part of the job is getting hugs. Every day I get hugs with patients, and even when I'm on holidays, I miss them. I miss those hugs. So it is certainly the best part of my day.
You're so sweet. So what is the most common myth about chiropractors?
A lot of times people think chiropractic is a challenge because they're used to chiropractic care being free, or they're used to healthcare being free. And the biggest challenge for people to realize is that if they want the best healthcare results, you do have to reach into your pocket for anything that you want in your health. What you pay for, you get the results. And so we have to try and train people that if you want the best healthcare around, free is not necessarily the best.
That's inspiring. Now, speaking of inspiring, what inspires you the most?
I think the most inspiring thing is things that I like is when, the reason why I get excited every single morning is because I do get to see amazing changes every single day. So when I get to see people doing that much better, so that they come in and they say, wow, you know what, I slept better, or wow, you know what, I'm thinking of the person who's was able to walk without a cane, or somebody who's able to function that much better that they can hold their grandchild and their arm isn't going to sleep. Or I'm thinking of Darren, who's be able to handle so much more stress at work so that he can make better decisions. Or I think of some of the moms, and they just say that they have better patience to be able to handle their kids.
That sounds like a fairly gratifying job. Do you have any secret talents?
Any secret talents? I don't think so. I'm not that flexible, but maybe one of the things that is a secret is that people don't realize that I can still do the splits, and I'm 44.
Oh, wow. That's impressive. I guess you're not going to show us it?
I can do the splits.
Do you want to actually do them for us?
I'm sure I could.
Oh, wow.
My secret talent.
Thank you for doing that. Now, what's the best advice you ever received, Justine?
I think the best advice always comes from my mom. Whenever I had a tough time during my court case, when people hated me the most, people treated me horrible, like throwing coffee at me or popcorn on me, there were times where I wanted to quit. And I thought maybe, it's just not worth it. And my mom's advice was, whenever things are tough, just sleep on it. It'll always be better in the morning. And whatever a tough decision you have, decide it in the morning.
Sleep does help. I do find that. That's great advice from your mom. What's the best advice for someone who wants to be a doctor?
If you want to be a doctor, the best advice is come and observe other offices. Come spend time with doctors like myself. Come and shadow us and get to learn about it to make sure it's something you love to do, because it is a lot of hard work and it does cost money. And why do you want to go through a lot of schooling, be in debt, if it's not something you're really passionate about that you're not going to love? There's a lot of great doctors out there that just find it really difficult to do. They can't handle the objections. They can't handle just the hurt, the pain, dealing with people that are stressed. So shadowing, spending time in multiple offices, and keeping your schooling up. Obviously, you're going to be in school for a long time, so you better like it.
That's good advice. I'm sure future doctors will be happy to hear all that. Now, you're at this office a lot, but when you're not here, what are you doing?
I love going to the gym. So if I'm not here and I'm not with my kids or my family, I'm at usually 3 different gyms. So I'm either at Cassie Campbell or some of the community gyms. I'm either at Flash, which is on Clarence, with my trainer Larry, or I love the train station, which was with Sue. So I find that if I'm working out and I'm strong and I'm fit, I'm able to give back to my patients better. And if I'm not there, I'm on the ice shooting pucks, playing hockey with my hockey team, because I still play for the Brampton Cougars.
Sounds like a good philosophy to stay active. Now, I see you have a sign about a naturopath. In one sentence, can you describe what a naturopath does?
Naturopaths are like medical doctors, but they deal with no medications and healthcare in a natural way.
Can a person see both an MD and a naturopath?
Of course, and majority of our patients do see a medical doctor and a naturopath or and a chiropractor. Our goal is to be able to be on your healthcare team. We don't want to not have our medical doctor. We want to encompass so that you get the best team. Everybody has a specialty in something different. Use all their different specialties for you to be the healthiest and have the best quality and quantity of life.
Wow, sounds great. My doctor recommended that I take a certain prescription. Can I take that in conjunction with supplements that Dr. Linda would prescribe me?
The naturopath would make sure what your medications are that you have before prescribing any different natural supplements. So the naturopath would be aware of what's safe and what's not safe. That's the problem when people don't see a naturopath and they just go to the health food store and buy whatever, and they aren't looking at the fact that there could be an interaction. So here's an example of somebody who's on Crestor or Lipitor for high cholesterol, but then they add CoQ10 ubiquinol, which is very, very strong and does better than the cholesterol Lipitor. So you may find that you have to lower your medication if you're going to add the supplements. So you want to make sure somebody's monitoring your care. Same with vitamin D, which is strong, but you should get your blood work to find out if you're taking enough or you're taking too much. So we do recommend that you do see a specialist like a naturopath to make sure you're getting the right supplements for you that are safe if you're taking different types of medications.
Sounds smart. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind when I see Dr. Linda.
Okay, it's getting late. We have a team party and I still have to fit in my workout today.
So what does the rest of the day, your day look like, Justine?
Exciting day. I'm going for my workout and I'm getting samosas because I think a lot of my team loves samosas. So I'm going to make sure I have samosas for them tonight because we get to go to Margaret's house and have some fun as a team. We're really close and we want to make sure we have time to be closer together.
That's amazing.
So
I love that.
Come on with me.
How often do you work out?
I work out 6 days a week, but probably 10 times a week.
Wow. What's your favorite exercise?
I think my favorite exercise is one that everybody else hates, but I love burpees. I think it's because I'm short.
Can you show me?
Do you want to see one? Okay,
Yeah.
So what happens when you jump up, and then you jump straight out, push up, jump up, and straight up.
That sounds like a lot, or looks like a lot.
Yeah, one of the toughest workouts is seeing how long it takes you to do 100 of those in a row.
100? Wow. What would you encourage everyone other than burpees to do once a day?
I would recommend that everybody once a day has time for gratefulness. We all have to take the time to say what we're thankful for. I think that would be the first precedent, because if we can take care of our mind and our stress, everything else will follow.
I definitely do believe in being grateful and showing gratitude every day. What would you encourage, how would you like everyone to be, how would you like yourself to be remembered?
Wow, if I had an opportunity to leave a legacy or be remembered, I would want to be somebody who made a difference in their lives, and that difference not only affected them, but how affected how they would deal with their children and how their children would deal with their grandchildren. That I knew that if they were healthier and made healthier lifestyle choices, that would be a role model for generations to come.
That's cool. What would be 3 words you would use to describe yourself?
Energetic, smiley, and loving.
What would your kids say you do too often?
Work. For sure they would.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years, Justine?
Right here, helping people. I'm 44. I'm going to be here at 55, helping all sorts of more families
Yes,
and
you
generations. I love it here.
When do you normally leave the center?
I'm here a lot, so I normally leave around 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night.
Can you leave me with any words of wisdom?
Follow your heart, get a team so that you don't think you need to know all the answers. The more people you have on your team, the better, the healthier you will be in all aspects of your life.
Okay, one last question. What are you going to eat tonight at your barbecue?
I don't know, maybe some samosas.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Bye.